Crack Pack. My name is Andrew, and today we're cracking open Wilds of Eldraine. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is a treasure token, followed by a swamp for our land. Then we have a foil Picklock Prankster. Next, Hatching Plans is our enchanting tale. Next we have Blossoming Tortoise, which for 2 green is a 3/3 creature. It reads, whenever Blossoming Tortoise enters the battlefield or attacks, mill 3 cards, then return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Activated abilities of lands you control cost 1 less to activate, and land creatures you control get +1/+1. Alright, so this is trying to make the man lands a little bit better, which, to be honest, isn't a bad thing, right? I mean, the big problem with man lands is they tend to just feel very lackluster when you're spending 3 or 4 mana and that land to turn it into a creature that is middling at best. There's so many better things you could be doing with that mana, and if that's honestly the best thing you have to do at that moment, maybe just hold up the mana and bluff. So this dropping the cost to turn a manland into a creature and also making them bigger is kind of nice. At the very least, makes them feel a little bit less of a waste of mana. Because, for one, you're getting a more on-rate or even above-rate creature, since they are +1/+1 with this, and you're also getting it for a mana less. But the other amazing side of this is just its first ability. When it ETBs and when it attacks, milling 3 cards and getting a land back from your graveyard. That is huge, and I love that for my Aristocrats, Golgari land sacrifice kind of deck, where I'm just using my lands as a resource, being willing to sacrifice them to get other payoffs. This then can let me get those lands back and use them again and continue my value engine. So that's where I'm going to be putting this. What about you? Where are you using Blossoming Tortoise right now? Next we have Johann, Apprentice, a Sorcerer, Corvold and the Noble Thief, Imidane's Recruiter, Besotted Knight, Harried Spearguard, Spider Food, Flick a Coin, Commune with Nature, Unveiling Guide, Not Dead After All, and Balluna's Gatekeeper to round out the pack. Now for today's Pack 1 Pick 1. I think I'm going to give it to Imidane's Recruiter, which for 2 and a red is a creature that reads, when Imidane's Recruiter enters the battlefield, creatures control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn, and also has a sorcery adventure on it, Train Troops for 4 and a white. Create 2 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. So this is your signpost for Boros Go Wide, Boros Celebration, whatever you want to call it in this set, where you just have multiple non-land permanents entering the battlefield to trigger abilities. This kind of really wants to give that to you 2 turns in a row. On turn 5, probably, when you're getting Train Troops out, you're going to get a celebration trigger from the 2 tokens ETPs, and then the following turn, you want to drop another creature and then Imidane's Recruiter, so that, it gains haste, gains the benefit of its haste, and also a celebration trigger because 2 creatures enter the battlefield, including Imidane's Recruiter. So this is going to encourage not quite go wide, but I guess it is go wide. It's just in a different name with celebration. So you're just looking for ways to get lots and lots of creatures or other permanents entering the battlefield every turn to continue to just trigger celebration on things like the Raging House Mouse, I think is what it's called, or Raging Battle Mouse. And just continuing to smack face with different pump triggers like Imidane's Recruiter. But that is my pick one. There are other good cards in this pack, and if you have a different pick one than me, let me know in the comments below. That's all for today, so thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.